Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my channel today. And nope. Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel to practice a little yoga with me today. We're gonna do a fairly quick warm-up for the body. Shouldn't be too long, so let's get started. Go ahead and roll out your mat. Make sure you have any props that might be necessary for you nearby, like blocks. And we'll center in child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch with a wide separation of your knees. If that doesn't work for you, please bring your knees together. And if this is really hard on your knees or your low back in any way, you can use a pillow to prop yourself up, a pillow or a blanket underneath your glutes and against your heels. So on an inhale, reach your arms forward. Begin to lengthen through the spine as you ground down. Bring your third eye chakra, your forehead down to the earth. We'll begin to center in using our breath. So coming into the present moment, take a nice deep inhale through the nose as you shut down your eyes. And a nice deep cleansing breath out through the mouth. Inhale slowly through the nose, full breath in. Cleansing breath out. Lick your lips and gently seal them. And begin to settle into the natural rhythm of your own breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Tune in to the audible sound of your breath, noticing the sound in your throat as you deepen into your breath and your pranayama, activating that Ujjayi, ocean-sounding victorious breath. And we create that by causing a slight constriction in the back of the throat as if you're fogging up glass and keeping the lips sealed. So begin to walk your fingertips forward, lengthen through the spine and the arms. Inhale to stretch. And exhale to drop into the body and out of the head space, a little more into the heart space. I invite you to set an intention for your practice. On an inhale, float your head up and roll up into tabletop with a nice neutral spine. Hands are planted right underneath the shoulders. Knees are planted underneath the hips. Knees are hip width apart. Palms are shoulder width apart. On an inhale, drop the belly for cow pose. Open up the heart chakra. And on an exhale, round the spine. Draw your navel up as you empty the lungs and press the earth away. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Take a few more rounds, matching your inhales to your cow and your exhales to your cat, going at your own rhythm of breath. Begin to incorporate some intuitive movements. Continue to lift out of the wrists here. Find anything that feels good in your hips and your shoulders and your chest and your belly, and just make it even in the body. Meet me in a neutral spine again in tabletop. Rooting into the left palm, on an inhale, reach the right arm up and gaze over the fingertips as you twist the spine. On your next exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left and drop your right shoulder and ear to the earth, getting a nice shoulder stretch. Take a few breaths here. Option to extend the left palm forward or to reach it up or across the low back. On your next exhale, ground the left palm, and on your inhale, rise, reaching the right arm up. Exhale to ground the right palm. Both hands are right underneath the shoulders. Rooting into the right hand. On your next inhale, reach the left arm up. Gaze over the fingertips. Fill up the lungs. And on your exhale, thread the left palm underneath the right arm and settle onto your shoulder or cheek. Option to reach the right arm forward or extend the arm up. I can't see my hair. Or take the palm across the low back. And we'll take a couple of breaths here. This is a nice spinal twist as we warm up our spine, and it's also a really nice, yummy shoulder stretch. We want to keep the hips stacked on top of the knees as well. On your next inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale to ground the palm underneath the shoulder. And on your inhale, press into the palm, the right hand, and extend the left arm up again, gazing high to the sky. And exhale to ground the left hand again. Wiggle out your hips. We'll take our left palm in and send your left foot to the left side of the mat. Open up the hips, extend the right leg to the end of the mat. Make the toes point toward me so that your foot is parallel to the back of the mat. And reach your right arm up. Inhale. Actively press the earth away with your left palm. And exhale. If you'd like, on your next inhale, you can reach toward the top of the mat and deepen that right side body stretch. Gaze up and under the arm toward the sky. Exhale to come back to tabletop. Unwind and switch sides. Plant that right palm in towards center. Shift the right foot to the right side of the mat and open up the hips as you step the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up. And exhale. Try and keep the palm lifting up directly from the shoulder socket. On your next inhale, option to reach toward the top of the mat, deepening the left side body stretch. And gaze up. Beautiful. Exhale, ground both palms again into tabletop. We're going to bring our knees hip width and palms shoulder width. Walk the hands forward in Intra 2, tuck your toes and begin to press back into downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out the feet, stretching and breathing into the backside body. Make the calves feel good and yummy. Notice the sensations in the hamstrings. Feel any tightness or tension that you have right now, and make it the intention to send your breath to these spaces in the body without judging it. We just notice. Wiggle out your hips. Inhale to float your heels up, and exhale to ripple the spine forward into plank. Feet are hip width apart. Awesome. Holding and breathing. We round through the shoulders, activate the core, stay strong through the arms, lifting out of the wrists. Crown of the head draws forward so the back neck is long. Exhale to press back into downward facing dog. Walk the hands back into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Bend the knees generously and send your heart towards your thighs. Go ahead and ragdoll the upper body. Releasing the weight of the upper body and the head toward the earth. Allowing gravity to really extend the spine and pull the vertebrae apart as it decompresses. Take one elbow into each palm if you'd like. Nod the head yes and shake it no. And maybe we shift and find some movement left and right. And if we lead with shifting our weight in the feet, the rest of the body will follow. And just think about freeing the upper body. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Melt the palms to the earth. Let's go ahead and interlace the fingers at the low back, and on your next inhale, lift the fists off of the low back gently, since it's the beginning of the practice. Begin to open up the heart space and chest while staying folded. Exhale, send the palms to the low back, bend the elbows and switch your grip. Inhale to extend the fists upward again, stretching through the chest, through the shoulders. And exhale, bend the elbows, unlace the fingers, and melt the hands down. Inhale to lift up and lengthen halfway. Keep a micro bend in the knees. We're thinking about extending the crown of the head away from the tailbone. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise and sweep the arms up high to the sky. Long spine. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive it forward, press the palms away from each other. Lead with the heart into a standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Lengthen through the spine. Fingertips touch the earth or shins, maybe even the quads. Shoulders roll back. And exhale, plant the palms. Walk the hands forward into downward facing dog. Inhale, float the heels up and ripple it forward into plank. Hold and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog and walk the hands back into Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway rise. Long spine. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Sweep the arms up high to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive it forward, push the palms away from each other. Lead with the heart into standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk the hands into down dog and ripple the spine forward into your plank, shoulders stacked right on top of the wrists. Exhale. Hips are lifted just high enough that they're in alignment with the shoulders. On your next exhale, press back into downward facing dog. And walk the hands back into your standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, thumbs to heart center and mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive it forward. Long spine. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk the hands forward into down dog. Float the heels up and ripple the spine forward into plank. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog and walk the hands back into Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the arms up high to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Tadasana. It's windy here and I chose to wear my hair down so it's like all over my face. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, dive it forward. Lead with the heart. Inhale, halfway rise. Long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk the hands forward into down dog. Float the heels up and ripple the spine forward into your plank. And exhale, we'll take a chaturanga. You can do knees, chin, chest, or a full chaturanga, as long as you hug elbows to side body. Inhale into cobra as you press the palms to the earth. Shoulders roll back. Heart opens. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back, down dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose or chest. Scoop the belly and use your core, heel toward glute. And then step the foot between the palms. Stay high on your left toes. Inhale, shine your heart forward. And exhale to step forward, Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Sweep the arms up high to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, cactus your arms. Shine your heart upward. Stay strong in your low belly. And then take your hands all the way down into Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, long spine. Inhale, halfway rise, long spine. Exhale, fold. And step or hop back into your plank. If you hop, land with bent elbows to support your joints. Exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. If you're in up dog, make sure you're pressing onto the tops of your feet and your toes are untucked and your knees are lifted. Exhale, tuck your toes again and press back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. That was on an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose or chest, scoop in the belly and step the foot between your palms. Stay high on your right toes. Inhale, with your fingers down, shine your heart forward and extend the crown of the head away from the tailbone. On your exhale, round the spine and step forward with your right foot, Uttanasana. Soften and fold. Inhale, halfway rise and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up high to the sky. Exhale, cactus. And take your hands all the way down into Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, long spine as you fold forward. Lead with the heart. Inhale, halfway rise. Long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, plant your palms, and step or hop back into plank. And with that same exhale, lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale to pull your heart forward, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes and press back. Lift your hips up and sink your heels down, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose or chest. Step the foot between the palms. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Fingers are down. And exhale, step forward and soften into Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus. And extend the palms down toward the earth. Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Lead with the heart until you're all the way down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Step or hop back into plank. And take your Chaturanga. Inhale, pull your heart forward, shoulders back, long neck. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose or chest, scoop in the belly and step the foot between the palms. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step it forward, Uttanasana, soften and fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, cactus, pull the heart up and float the palms all the way down to the earth. Extend the arms, powerful and strong. Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your big toes to touch with a slight separation of the heels. And on an inhale, sweep the arms up and sink the hips back for Utkatasana, chair pose. Make sure your weight is more in the heels than it is in the toes, so that when you look down, you can see the tips of your toes. Draw the navel back and extend the crown of the head away from the tailbone. The arms should be strong and active. So we're gonna bring them out wide so that they're straight. And make sure that as you draw the arms up towards your ears, we keep the arms straight. As soon as they start to want to bend, that's our edge, and we extend the arms straight. Over time, we get that flexibility and strength, And the arms get closer and closer to the ears with palms facing each other. Shift your weight into the left foot, float the right foot up so the heel is coming up toward the glute, and slowly and with control, try and step that right foot back, coming high onto your right toes, bending into that left standing or front foot, that left front leg, so the knee is stacked on top of the ankle. Hips are closed. This is called high crescent. Go ahead and extend the front leg straight. We'll stay high on our right toes. Inhale to lift out of the hips and lengthen. Micro bend your front leg, and exhale to hinge forward from the hips into a modified extended or a modified intense side stretch. So we're high on the right toes. If you need blocks, set them underneath your palms, which would go underneath your shoulders. On your exhale, soften and fold, sending your heart towards your toes. Inhale, lift up and lengthen halfway. Bend into your front standing, into your left knee, and root to rise, bringing the arms down and up. Awesome. Exhale to shift into warrior two. Bring that left heel toward the back of the mat. You're either going to pigeon toe your right, I meant to say your right heel to the back of the mat. You're either going to pigeon toe your right foot or make it parallel to the back of the mat. Our shoulders are stacked on top of the heels. The left knee is stacked on top of the ankle. And we're drawing open that left knee so that we can see our front big toe. Straighten out your front leg. Flip your front palm up. And inhale to windmill the arms back. Stay light on the right fingertips against your back thigh. And then we'll stretch into the left side body with the left arm reaching up. Exhale to windmill the arms open again into warrior two. And then cartwheel the arms down to the earth. Inhale, extend the heart forward. Lengthen through the spine. And exhale to step forward. Big toes to touch, slight separation of the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms up, sink the hips back, Utkatasana chair pose. Shift your weight into the right foot so that you can balance on it and send your left heel up towards your glute. Begin to extend the left leg behind you so you can step onto your left toes into high crescent. Stay high onto your left toes. Make sure the right knee is bent and lunged forward so that it's stacked on top of the right ankle and not further forward. You don't want to go past it. This will help keep correct alignment in our body, protect our low back, our knees. Good job. Extend that front leg straight, keep a micro bend in the knee. Inhale to lengthen out of the hips, and exhale to hinge forward from the hips. Using our blocks or not, and finding the edge in your body into your modified intense side stretch. Really deepening into that hamstring stretch in our body. On your next exhale, soften and fold a little deeper. Send your heart towards your toes. Stay with your breath. Remember your intention for your practice. Bend into your front knee. On an inhale, root to rise and sweep the arms up. Back into high crescent. On your next exhale, we'll open up into warrior two and draw the left foot to become parallel to the back of the mat. And the right knee will bend so that it's stacked right on top of the ankle. Open up that knee so you can see your front big toe. And our shoulders will be stacked on top of the hips. Arms are pulling in opposite directions to get that nice stretch across the arms and chest. And our drishti, which is our focal point, will be over the front arm. And breathe. Straighten out that front leg, keep a micro bend in it, flip your front palm up, inhale, reverse triangle. Stay light on the left fingertips. Reach that right arm up high to the sky, get that deep stretch down the right side body. Gaze upward. And exhale to windmill the arms open into warrior two. On your next exhale, cartwheel your arms down to the earth. Stay high on your left toes, fingertips plant. Inhale, shine your heart forward, extend through the heart space and spine. And then exhale to step forward with your left foot to the top of the mat. Bring your big toes to touch, slight separation of the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms up and sink the hips back. Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, float your arms behind you like an airplane, palms face each other. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you. Option to float the heels up as well. Inhale, plant the heels, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arms behind you, heels rise. Inhale, heels down, arms up. And continue this just a few more times. One more. And exhale to rise into Tadasana mountain pose. We're at the top of the mat. Soften the eyebrows. Maybe take one hand over the heart and begin to slow your inhales and extend the length of your exhales. We'll take tree pose today. All right, so come into Tadasana. So bring your feet hip width apart. And then we'll look down at our left foot. This will be our standing leg for our first round. Lift up all 5 toes, spread them out wide, and then grip the earth again. Micro bend the left knee and lift out of that hip as you shift your weight into the standing leg. Begin to float the right foot up so that it comes to connect to the calf. And just tune into your balance here. I've got the wind blowing. Okay, now you might want to help the foot up if it can go further as you open up your hip and maybe plant that foot at the inner thigh, if it's available. And if you have a deeper tree pose, you're welcome to come into half lotus with your heel pressing into your left hip socket. And we'll take our hands down or up. Grow roots in your standing foot in all 4 corners of the soles of your foot so that you can ground your energy down from the hips down and lift your energy upward from the hips up or from the waist up. And we'll begin to step out. You can help your foot down or step down with control. It's okay to fall and wobble. It helps us learn where our stability is at and where we're growing in our body and just where we're at today. And then we'll take it to the other side. So look down at your right toes, make sure they're pointing to the top of your mat. Spread your toes out wide as you lift them up and then grip the earth again for balance. Micro bend that knee, lift out of the hip, and shift your weight into that foot and float the left sole of the foot to connect to your calf. Stay here, or as you check in with your balance and the opening and openness of your left hip, you might try taking that foot up to the inner thigh, or with your left heel walking in, not walking in, but kind of pressing into your right hip socket or flexor. And just honor where you're at today. Your drishti is your focal point, and it's helpful to make it about a body's length ahead of you into the earth at some unmoving spot or object. Ground down from the hips down. Grow roots through all four corners of your standing foot. And then let your energy rise from your waist up through the crown of your head and arms if your hands are up. One more breath. And exhale to step out with control, or wobble or fall if it's there, that's okay. Just shake it out and let it go. And let your body be where it's at today. We'll take it to the earth now. Heel toe open your feet. So they're about hip width apart. Toes will point outward and our heels will come in to face each other. Bring your hands together at your heart space. Inhale to lift out of the hips and lengthen from the crown of the head. And then exhale to soften and bend your knees, coming into Malasana, which is yogi squat. This is a nice hip opener. If you have a block and you're not able to quite get down yet, it's okay to sit on your block and set your tailbone there to kind of train the opening of your hips and the flexibility that is needed to get into the pose. If your heels need to be lifted, that's okay. Meet yourself where you're at. Sometimes it's nice to roll up a blanket or towel and then put it underneath your heels to help support you. So energetically lift up from your abdominals, which is a nice toner for our abs, and send your heart forward a bit. Use the oppositional force of your elbows against your inner thighs to press open your hips and knees without injuring yourself, of course, practicing ahimsa, non-violence. Option to let the left palm come down to the earth, continuing to press that arm against the inner left leg. And the right arm can reach up as you swivel your heart open and twist the spine. Maybe we wrap the palm around the low back. And if you'd like to take a full bind, you can wrap the left arm around the left knee and let your fingers touch or interlace or lock. Inhale to unlace the fingers and let the right arm reach up. And then come back to center on your exhale. Ground your right fingertips or palm to the earth as you press that arm against the right inner leg. Inhale, left arm reaches up, swivel your heart open to the sky. Continue to draw your navel back towards your spine energetically, activating your core. You can reach that left palm across the low back to the right hip for a half bind, continuing to twist and gaze left and up. And then if you have a full bind, go ahead and wrap the right arm around the right knee. Keep the eyebrows soft. Unclench the jaw and breathe. Reach the right palm down and inhale, left arm rises if it's bound. And then exhale to come back to center, hands touch, thumbs to heart space. When you're ready, we'll come out of this pose by reaching our hands down to the earth and setting our weight down into our tailbone again. Shake your legs out in front of you as you come to a seat. Inhale, both arms up, flex your feet. You can flex or floint, which means to point your feet down and send your toes back so that they're active, and your toes should be in alignment with your knees. This protects our knees. And then of course keep a micro bend, try not to lock them out. So inhale to lift up and lengthen, and then exhale to send your heart forward into a seated forward fold. Heart gets sent toward toes rather than trying to get our nose to our knees. And then we'll trick our bodies here to go a little deeper by lifting up and lengthening halfway on an inhale. And then on an exhale, softening maybe a little deeper into that fold. One more breath. Inhale, lift your head, walk your hands back. And I welcome you to take a Shavasana to end this little mini practice, which hopefully got you into a nice headspace, a little more grounded, and warmed up in your muscles for the day. Namaste, yogis. Have a great day. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Bye.